Cameras, a collection of stored images, and your right to privacy. The debate over the use of facial recognition rages on in Ohio as Ohio's Attorney General tries to figure out the right way to use this controversial technology. News 5's Mike Brookbank found out this is an issue experts say we should all be keeping an eye on.
I know I'm being watched everywhere I am.
Rachel Munyan-Bambazi, a student at Cleveland State,
I would be a little bit concerned about my privacy.
growing concerned about the future.
I feel like the technology is way too far and everything can happen, even in the toilets. I feel like I'm being watched.
Currently, Ohio's Attorney General is crafting a plan.
It's very much the Wild West out there.
To put tighter restrictions on who gets access to facial recognition technology.
We are going to think about the privacy and civil liberties issues at the front end as opposed to trying to mitigate them at the back end after you've installed the technology.
A panel of experts now providing a roadmap for the AG on how to better control the flow of personal information moving forward.
There's still the possibility for error.
Brian Ray with the Center for Cybersecurity and Privacy at Cleveland State.
If a mistake is made, obviously that can have tremendous serious consequences.
One of the task force members that came up with more than a dozen proposed guidelines.
What are they using it for? How long are they keeping this data? Who are they sharing it with?
The ACLU of Ohio has a seat at the table as well and is closely watching where things go from here.
Once this kind of thing gets out of the box, it's extremely difficult, if not impossible, to put it back in. Surveillance technology, it always gets better, it always gets cheaper, and as a result, it gets more widespread.
The facial recognition market is projected to grow from $3.2 billion to $7 billion by 2024, according to Markets and Markets.
The more it becomes normal and less objectionable, the less we begin to think carefully about the potential concerns for its use in a different context.
I asked Gary Daniels with the ACLU, if I haven't committed a crime or have previously been in trouble, why should I care if I'm being watched?
The burden shouldn't be on Americans or on Ohioans to explain why they don't want to be surveilled around the clock by a variety of technologies. The burden should always be on government or law enforcement or what have you to say why absolutely they must do this.
Even though facial recognition is on hold in Ohio, Rachel Munyan-Bambazi tells me there are still eyes everywhere that makes her feel uneasy.
Since day one, I know I'm being watched.
Attorney General Dave Yost will take several weeks to review the recommendations before making any decisions about Ohio's facial recognition program. The previous restrictions on who uses the technology are still in place for now. In the newsroom tonight, Mike Brookbank, News 5.